Good afternoon, folks. So it's going to be a bit of a short week this week. Danny's away working and I've actually been doing a couple of days labour with my dad on site. The only reason I'm not working today is because I had a little fall off some floor joists yesterday, bruised my hand, so any sympathy would be much appreciated. I'm going to head over the boat shortly. I'll just come back to Dad's workshop to grab a few bits of timber. I want to try and tackle the steps at the stern doors. I've got some leftover cedar which I'm going to cut down, stain and paint the steps up basically. Pop you down a minute. British weather, the heat wave's gone. I prefer this than 35 degrees though. Right, next stop, devices. Right, time for a coffee and then I'll get to work. Promise. Right, first challenge of the day. These steps, basically I need to cut that timber I brought over to size, sand them back, paint them and stain the timber. Should be fairly simple, but it's quite clean there. Danny's going to go mad with the sawdust. I'm going to probably move the sofa, the desk, pizza oven and everything else out of the way. So we're going white primer on these and then some sort of stain or lacquer on top of these. Going to find what we've got left over here. Something clear as possible really, because we like the actual tone of that. And then Danny's going to paint stars on these or something, and then Gary's going to help us with some drawers to go in on top. Right, next up, coat of varnish for the cedar tops. And whilst those are drying, I'm going to knock some pasta up for tea. Right, time for another coat on these and then I'll call it a night. Good morning, good morning. Boat is such a mess. There's no milk for coffee. Black coffee coming up. The steps turned out really good. Managed to get another coat as well. Just haven't fixed the steps on yet. Really pleased with those. I'm just going to glue and clamp them, I think, with some screws. Whoops. That's so much better. Right, clear up. Right, that's one relatively clean and tidy boat. Got a couple pictures to put up. I managed to get some of these commander things. I've got some for fairy lights and some for photos, which are like Velcro. Just because obviously if you put a nail up, but it's just going to hang like that. So I've got some Velcro to hold it up to defy gravity. They literally just clip together. They've got a thing where you can peel them off without damaging paintwork apparently. Go to one side. Lovely. Camera's on right angle. I didn't see how wonky the camera was. Nice. So this is the mushroom that our boat's named after. Penny bun, also known as sep or a porcini. Double check with Danny where this one's going before I hang it up. It is going to go on that wall, but apparently there's more photos going up first, so I'm glad I checked, or it's been a lot of trouble. Before I forget, Danny wants to say thank you for all the recommendations on pan cleaning tips. We're going to order some bartender's friend if we can get hold of it. That was the most recommended, and then there's so many other recommendations after that to try. Now, as you know, we got married in Las Vegas, so we're throwing a party for friends and family. Not tomorrow, next day. I need to go and pick some beer up. I go into a couple of my favourite local breweries, and that is part of the reason why this week's been so short. So I'm going to bring you along for the ride anyway. And obviously it's not very boat related, so if you want to click off now, I really don't mind. I've only got a small car still, so let me shut this down. So it's going to be 2 casks at a time, and we're getting 4 casks total, which is 280 pints or so. American pints be like 300 and something, so a fair bit of beer. Next stop, Bath Ales. 2 down, 2 to go. Buckham. Thank you.
You know how to use it?
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you
I've wanted casks to myself for years.
There we go.
Yeah. Do you reckon leave that off or on?
If it's on, I'd leave it on.
Yeah.
It just might flow a little bit better. And if it starts coming out, you just, do you want me to hit it? No, I'm right-handed for this.
Right, tap shut.
Might pay to put something around there so it don't, hang on.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to come.
Yeah. A little bit fizzy still. We moved it today, didn't we?
Yeah, that'd be nice though with a froth. What we want to do is get 4 Tupperware bits and pieces, a bit of wire.
Yeah.
Just goes
underneath.
Pull the drag and then let it catch the dregs.
That's that one, isn't it?
That's buckham, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll taste it. I like buckham.
Filled today. That is technically fresh today.
That's nice. That is nice.
Mm.
Isn't it?
That's very good.
Malty.